and welcome everybody. I almost forgot to add myself to the stream. Welcome, my peeps, to another TBL Thursday with your crazy Mexican here on. So, friends, welcome to another TBL Thursday. Settle in. I am glad to be here. It's another Thursday, friends. Thursdays come so fast. I was actually telling Bill today. Is it Thursday? He goes, yeah. Oops. That means that it's showtime, and like I said, it comes so fast, right? But here we are on Thursday night. I am Nancy, your host with your crazy Mexican here on TBL. And I hope that everyone can hear me okay. And let's jump in, grab our drink, settle in. Let's talk about what's been going on during the month, during the week, and hang out, my friends. I'm trying out this new drink, Sprite Zero. It's actually pretty good. And no, this stream is not sponsored by Sprite Zero, but it's good. It doesn't have all the sugar and all the other stuff that I don't want. So I recommend it. It's good. Thrifty Angela in here saying hello to everyone and hope that Bill is doing better. We're getting there, Thrifty. We are getting there. We have so much going on. So I guess let's just go ahead and jump in, right, friends? Let's just go ahead and jump in and introduce my t-shirt of Hello Kitty. Yes, that's right. See? My husband bought this for me because he knows that I'm a Hello Kitty fan, and I had it on my Amazon wish list, and he decided to buy it for me. And I just love it. I love it. So let's go ahead and jump in and talk about all this craziness, right? That is going on up here. So where do y'all want to start in the roulette of things? So we want to go across the board, or we want to start right to left? Oh, but it's backwards on the screen, isn't it? I guess it doesn't matter now, does it? What it does matter is you, friends. You matter showing up here every Thursday and letting me into your house, your tablets, your homes, your TVs, your computers, your phones, your whatever device it is that you are using. I am humbled, and thank you for letting me into your humble device and your home, of course, absolutely. All right, friends, let's go ahead and jump in. Since this is the Thin Blue Lane RV life, let's go ahead and start with the RV, right? And there's the little arrow where we're going to discuss that. And we have some projects. Oh, that's my little chihuahua. I thought there was a shadow standing right there behind me. Sometimes it's my husband. But anyway, I know, friends, I know, but that's why y'all watch me. Because I'm just a nut. But speaking of RVs, I'm starting to do a whole bunch of projects because, as you all know, we discussed on our last live stream everything that had been going on with Bill in his back surgery and his recovery and all of that. And we eventually want to get back into our lifestyle, get back into traveling and visiting family and going around and doing RVing, which is what this channel does. It's RV and travel, right? And food, yes, of course. Food, absolutely. The food with the cooking show and everything else. Yes, let's not forget about that. No, sorry. But I have a project that I need to do with the RV, and this is going to be on the main slide, which is right there where the little arrow is the entire main slide. And that is the slide that Camping World fixed. And even fixed wouldn't even be on there, but okay. Let's not split hairs here. But I have noticed that some of the seals are already damaged. Part of one of them was already missing. And right here where we are, luckily, right on top of this huge RV, we have a canopy that we have covered parking for the RV. So anytime that it rains, so we have inclement weather here in the south, we're covered on top of the RV, which has been a total blessing, friends, because down here in the south we had experienced, I talked about this on the last show, 112 degrees outside. Now it's just, a cool 102. But it's hot. It is what it is, right? But the covered parking for the RV has helped us with any type of weather, with the heat and the rain. But they need to be changed, and I need to replace them, especially if we're going to be traveling, because y'all know we spend so much money. We spent $10,000 fixing the main slide for this RV. So now my dilemma is, I don't know, I guess for all my friends out there, all my RVers, I'm gonna ask y'all. She Devil Adventures, hello everyone, what is happening? My sister, welcome. She Devil Adventures. I am looking, okay, there's gonna be two options. One is gonna be a DIY on the RV, but not everyone is super cool like Thrifty Angela over here in the chat. I mean, I don't have sometimes the super touch of the DIY kind of thing. She's got the magic touch. I don't. But one of the techs also said that we're looking labor and parts probably about $600, and that's a good chunk of change, y'all. That's give or take, let's just say $100 or $200. It'll be six, seven, eight, or $500. It depends on the type of technician that you get, right? But it's a long slide. So I'm thinking I could go ahead and get the parts, and maybe if I YouTube it, I could maxi rig it and do it myself, right? And save me the $700. But sometimes saving money is not the right option, friends. Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet, and you have to do it the right way. You can't be doing a nailed it kind of job on your RV. Which, granted, I am confident on my maxi rigging abilities to. I mean, how hard can it be to take out the seals, right? You rip it out and sand it, and then put the other ones in, the staple and seal, and make sure that they jive. I mean, it's not rocket science, right? Famous last words. How hard could it be, right? But also on the same token, like I said, I mean, do you want to save the money and skimp, or like Bill said, do we want to make sure that they're installed professionally and that they're on there, and that we can count on that they're on there like it's supposed to be, right? Because it's going to be my first rodeo. This is going to be my first rodeo, so if something goes wrong, that's going to be on me to blame. And once we're out in parks and we are out of the covered parking, that's going to be an issue, because you don't want your water coming in your RV and start getting water damage, because no es bueno. All right, friends. So I don't know. That is what we're trying to do here in the channel, Thrifty Angela. Yeah, she sure does, right? She's got the touch. She's got the touch. Betrayed by sins. What is happening, my sister from another mister? Betrayed by sins. Sending love and spirit, everyone. Thank you, my friend. You should see the project I did today. I made a pool look like a high-end art piece. See, that's what I'm talking about. Thrifty Angela's got the touch, y'all. She's got the touch. I'm definitely, most definitely going to check that out, Thrifty Angela. I have got to see that. Right? Betrayed by sins. What is happening? So yes, friends. So there it is. I'm that is the deciding factor today in this week in the RV is, do I try to do it myself and get the parts and save the money, or do I hire a professional technician to come out here and do the job? Now, for my RVers out there, do you know anyone in like the Texoma area? Y'all know there's a Thousand Trails Park around there. We're going to be around that area in the near future. So if y'all know a good RV tech that would be able to help assist out with the seals, of course we're going to pay. I mean, by no means by no means am I saying send me somebody for free, and no, friends. But if y'all have any recommendations around the North Texas area of, I mean, you never know, right, of an RV tech or anyone around the area that you might recommend, I would be more than willing to give them a ring and find out how much it's going to be. And it's also an all day job if I'm going to be doing it, because you cannot be tearing out stuff in your RV and leaving it there for days and then come back and do it. And it's not cost effective. It's plus with the weather, you don't want the bugs and the weather getting in. So it would be a get up super early kind of thing. I'd have to get the equipment. I have to get a ladder to get on the side of the RV because my midgy self, yes, I said my midgy self, it's only 5'3". So, I mean, when I come up to the truck, probably like, I don't know, let's see, like right about there. That's how tall I is, right next to the truck. So I would definitely need a ladder to be able to get up there. And like I said, have to pull all of the seals and the staples and clean it and redo it, and you have to put the seal in. So it's a process. It's not just nilly willy rip it out and clip and you're there. I mean, no, it isn't, because you cannot leave the wood exposed because of the weather. You have to know what you're doing, unlike yours truly. But we're all here to learn, right? We are all here to learn. But that is part of the thing. That is part of the RV life. So that's what I am thinking, friends. I am going to do some YouTube research. God bless the YouTube and my RV creators out there that do the how tos on the RVs. I just bring comic relief because that's why I don't do the how tos. I just come and shoot the video and tell you this is how I maxi rig it, and I don't recommend it because we do not give advice here on how to fix RVs. Unless it works, then you're welcome to copy my maxi rigging style, but I am not responsible. Do not try this at home. So yes, friends, that's going to be an expense. Like I said, $600-700 for the main seals for the RV. So that's going to be an expense. And also on the bottom of the rig, I also want to have that looked at, because sometimes when we fill up our freshwater tanks, we have, it's a small leak, but on some RV parks, y'all, they snooty. And they'll come and turn your water off. They'll come and turn your stuff off if it's not up to par. We've been in parks that if your hose is not on there right, or if your sewer hose is not twerked just right, and there's drippage of any kind, they will send somebody from the RV park in their little golf cart, and they'll come and shut your utilities off. And they'll only tell you like twice, so you can't be going in and out, turning the water on and off, right? They'll eventually kick you out of the park. So it's, you have to have a certain, I don't know, not an etiquette, but a certain standard on how you're supposed to have your rig when you're coming into these parks and all of that. So I'm hoping that I can get the result here soon, and within the next couple months we're going to be resuming our adventures and traveling and the things that we do here in the channel, friends. Cheers. These sprites for you. Well, actually for me, but you can have a sip. All right, friends, let's hop on to the comments. Let's hop on to the comments. You should see the project. Oh, we did see this one that I did today with a pool noodle. I want to see that, and I'm actually going to send that to my mama because she likes that DIY stuff. So she'll definitely get into that and want to see it for sure, for sure. Hey, Nancy, by betrayed by sins, what is happening? And friends, I'm hoping that if I do have to pay the money to go ahead and get the seals replaced, that it's going to be somebody good and it's going to be a good job. And if that's the case, then I don't mind paying the money. If it's good quality and good service, then bring it on and let's do it. And I guess segueing right along from the RV, and let's hop on to what is going on right over here. Also within the travel that has hindered us, and we haven't been doing a whole lot of traveling as we discussed in the last live stream, Bill has been having some back issues, and he has had already a back surgery, back fusion, and we've been going through the recovery and the physical therapy, and it's a long process, friends. It's a long process, and it's been painful. And of course, when you have back surgery, you can't be RVing and pulling fifth wheels and pulling sewer hoses and 50 amp cables and let's pick up the grill, and you know what I'm saying. It's you gotta have the muscle. You gotta have the muscle to be a camper, sort of. But you know what I mean, right? You got some muscle. I mean, if you want to camp like we do, you gotta bring the muscle to set up the camp. So Bill has spent a couple of days in the hospital in the past couple of months, and we are looking to do that again. She Devil Adventure saying she's not crafty at all. I'm not either, She Devil. I'm not like Thrifty Angela. New Horizons, what is happening, Susan? My sister from another mister. Here's Susan. There's your huggy. Hello, everyone. Need to be in Florida this winter. We'll be in Florida in October to April. We want to try to get down to that area of the country. She Live Adventures. Yeah, I would rather pay the money than to have that professionally done. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, She Devil. Like Bill said, it's like, I mean, if you feel confident that you could do a good job and just get the items and do it yourself, he said, I trust your judgment that you can do it. But if you feel that you are not confident enough to do such a job by yourself, then he said, then we'll go ahead and pay for it, right? I mean, don't feel obligated to do a DIY because we want to save the money. We just want to make sure that it's done right. So I'm looking at both, but I think you're right, She Devil. I think I might look into that and maybe get somebody to do it, or maybe I can get the parts and they can come and do the installation and the labor, and I mean, we'll see. But I think I am leaning towards that. I think that sounds good. So yes, friends, with that we haven't been able to travel because of Bill's back condition, and next week um he's going to be having another procedure again, and it's we're going to be, I don't know, I guess going back to not square one, but it'd be square two of the box that we are trying to accomplish, I suppose. And he's going to get one of those things implanted. And that's going to be going on next week, ladies and gentlemen. So that's going to postpone our travel as well, because there's going to be some recovery time on that. But that is also, you have to look at it on the bright side, right? That is also going to give me time to go through inside the RV and look further into things and organize other things, and making sure that I can get the RV as travel ready as I can, right? Now that it's not my first rodeo, and now that I know, and I'm a pretty seasoned RVer now, I know exactly what happens on a moving day. So I can have the whole picture in my head of, okay, this is what's going to happen. The slides are going to come closed. I need to put this away. I need to organize this. I need to make sure that this is secure before the mini earthquake comes. And I can work on all of those projects while Bill is going to be in bed recuperating from that right there. And that right there, my friends, is a spinal stimulator. And that is going to assist him with some leg pain that he's had from the previous back fusion surgery. He's still having a lot of pain on one of his legs, that it's side effect from the fusion surgery. So we're trying to just help him out, get his quality of life a little better, get him more mobility. Right now he can't sit longer than 20 minutes. He can't be standing up longer than 20 minutes. He has to do like up and down in positions, and like I said, with the recovery. So it's been slow, it's been challenging, but it's been. And like I said, you can't travel when you're in recovery. But after that, then yes, most definitely we want to, like I said, start seeing family and start traveling. And like Susan said, start going to Florida and checking out some new places and doing what we do, which is travel. And I also want to go and see my family, and we got family also in Florida that we also want to go and see. So yes, friends. So let's just hope that we can get the RV into shape, right? Into shape. And speaking of the RV world, friends, I guess, yes, let's keep on with the RV subject. You know, when you park your RV, you're going to get critters that sometimes are going to be under your house, around your house. It's just part of the territory, right? Well, now part of that territory, I'm having another dilemma, friends. I am having another dilemma. Let me present the other dilemma and see what y'all think. This little guy right here, y'all. Here is the thing. Let me start over and try to be brief so I can tell the story for anyone that is new here on the live stream. That is not a regular with the crazy Mexican and what has been going on with the channel. I was walking my chihuahuas a while back, and there was a black cat that used to follow me around in my chihuahuas, and I'm polite, right? It is impolite to see the neighbors and not say hello. So I saw the black cat. It's like, hey, how you doing? Good morning, ma'am. It's a beautiful morning, that kind of thing. And this happened almost every morning. And then it got to be more often until she started coming out every day from wherever she was to walk with me in the mornings when I walk my chihuahuas, which I thought was super cute. And then my chihuahuas started getting along with the cat, and they would walk side by side. It's like, okay, well, that's cute. We'll just make friends with the wildlife. And I petted her. And once I discovered that the temperatures in Texas here were 112 and 113 degrees and deadly temperatures, I decided to be a good Christian and be a good animal lover. And I started putting out a little plate of food and water for the mom just outside the RV, just in case, because in these temperatures in the South, it's not just hot, it is deadly hot. It is if you are out in those temperatures and you don't have shelter and you don't know what you're doing, it's deadly. You can potentially die. And I just, in my good conscience, I'm not going to have a little animal out there walking around looking for water in 113-degree weather. And plus we was already cool, right? We was already cool. So here, I'm gonna give you some water. So I left her a little plate of water, and I guess you could say the friendship grew until a couple of days later. That's actually maybe a week or two. Like I said, Bill and I went to go get a hamburger, and I come back, and before we were able to park the truck, it was this little thing on the driveway. I guess she had had a litter of kittens or something and decided, well, this lady is nice enough, and she pets me and gives me water and gives me food, so I'm just going to bring my baby. Here is the baby, y'all. Tell me that baby is not so cute. How can you not love that baby? I mean, what am I going to say? No, it's adorable. And by the time that she brought me her baby, it didn't even walk. It was one of those toddler wobbly moves, right? That they're like move their head, and the eyes was barely open. Its eyes was, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but the eyes are like super blue, and it was doing this wobble thing. So I got a box and put the little kitten on there under the RV, and that's where they hang out now. I guess it's gonna sound rude, but there's squatters. No, this cute little thing could not possibly be a squatter. But they're they're living under my house right now with the in the box. And the dilemma, friends, is that I have three chihuahuas, right? And Bill, like I said, Bill is still going to be going through surgery and everything and having the recovery time. But I have to look into the future, friends. I have to look into the future if they're going to be used to being outside my RV and we decide to start traveling. I don't want to just up and uproot and go, and there's mama and her baby like, what happened, right? Like it was kosher, like I used to live here, like why did you abandon me? That's, never do that to an animal. It's rude. Don't do that to an animal. So right now I'm trying to forecast when that happens, what am I going to do? I think there's a animal shelter around here in the area that where I might be able to take the mom and the baby and say, hey, they're really friendly. You know, it's like a package deal, and have them, you know, get them adopted, because I would love, yes, I would love to have them. But friends, I have, like I said, I have three chihuahuas, and Simba. Yeah, that's the name. Simba. Simba can't wait to be king. So it would be three chihuahuas, Bebe Simba here, and Mama. So that's, I mean, realistically speaking, friends, it sounds cute and all, but realistically speaking, it's a lot of work of having three chihuahuas and two cats in an RV. It just is. As cute as this thing is, it's just something to look at. It's a responsibility. It's a responsibility. Like my sister would say, I have a sister that's a veterinarian. She would say it's a, I mean, besides being a kitty cat, it's a commitment of 12 to 15 years that is just like a child. Is going to need to go to the doctor, is going to need to get fed, is going to need a place to live, is going to need, well, not clothing, but a box to sleep in, and it's going to need litter to pee in, and it's an extra mouth to feed. And we all know sometimes the vet bills ain't cheap. So three chihuahuas and two cats, that's, so yes, friends. But for now, I am enjoying the company of this little baby. Let me see if I have I was gonna share something with y'all. I feel like I can't see in the darkness here without my glasses. I feel like I'm getting old. Let's see here. Oh, of course I didn't. But okay. All right. That's okay. But that is the dilemma, friends. What am I going to do? And also, I don't want to take the chance that I just leave them here. So well, they look fine. They've been outside cats and nobody else takes care of them and then just leave them out there. That would also be irresponsible. I mean, that just no. So that's another of my RV and dilemmas, friends. I have to do repairs on the house and on the underneath and on the side, and now I have tenants underneath. I mean, getting ready to make curtains out of painter's drop cloth. Oh, that sounds cool. Dyeing them a coral color. First step of RV remodel. I decided to go with beach colors to brighten it up. I hate this brown color wood. You know what, Susan? I am with you. I don't know is that what it is with I don't with RVs and it's just it's brown everything. It's like the 70s and the apartments, especially in the Houston area. You go and rent an apartment, the carpet is always brown. Like Jesus, like have some sense of fashion. But I am with you. I am with you. That sounds super cool. I also want to do some curtains for the RV in here. Let's see here. Cheat Devil Adventures. I would rather paying the money to have that professionally done. We did read that one. Yes, I agree with you. I think I'm leaning towards that She Devil Adventures. Susan Rocky with RV Kids has been doing work on our new to us toy hauler. Oh, he's amazing. Had some small props. Some get it out, Nancy. We had some small projects. New awning replacement in October. Rocky is doing that for us. I would love for Rocky to come out here and do the seals for our RV. Ideally, I would want somebody like that. New Horizons saying hello to Thrifty Angela. New Horizons, all mercies that a nerve stimulator. Yes. I had one, but I was allergic to it and made of it had to remove the next day. Yeah, that's what he's having put in. So like I said, the recovery and stuff, it's going to prevent us from traveling, but we're going to be getting some other stuff done. And we talked about the curtains. I also want to do curtains. My mama told me she's gonna help me with some curtains for the RV also because I am with you, Susan. I want to redecorate and I want to liven up the RV a little bit with the brown colors. Thrifty Angela, I don't blame you. I'm an animal lover too. Right? You just can't just toss them out, but also you can't just lightly pick them up and take on the responsibility because it is a lot of responsibility. It's adopting another another child. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's hard. Definitely can't leave them when you leave. That might be hard on them. Yeah. So we're working on that. Thrifty. A shelter can probably take them. Yep. Rockstar Rocky stays at Peace River for the winter. Yeah, Susan. That's why we also want to travel. We used to hang out with you when we got to see you at some of the campgrounds and also with RV Kids down in Florida. And look who is rolling in here late again is Johnny Lightning. What's happening, Johnny? Welcome. I don't care if you're late. You're here, so that's all that matters. So yeah, friends, I mean this Simba is just super adorable and yeah, I mean I'm just gonna have to come up with something to be able to I don't know, make sure it has a really good life and a happy life, right? That's what we want. We want the kitty cat to have a very happy life. I mean, look how cute it is. I don't know what to say, friends. All I know is that once I have the slide problem resolved on the RV and get those taken care of, and with Bill finishing up his recovery on the second step of his spinal fusion in the nerve stimulator, that we can actually start doing what we're doing, which is traveling in RV and visiting friends and going to Florida and things like that, and getting this little animal issue resolved over here. So I guess stay tuned because we don't know what's gonna happen. But this is an RV channel. We travel, friends. That is what we want to do here. At least I do. Like places like this, friends. Like places like this. This is in Kentucky. Is I'm gonna give you the name here in a little bit. But these are some caverns in Kentucky, and this is why we travel, y'all. This is why we travel, to find destinations like this where we can just paddle on our kayak and go echo and just do silly things in the cave and get it all on video and take in nature and inspire ourselves and question ourselves and our higher selves. And you'll know what I'm talking about. Meditate, enjoy life, I guess is what I'm trying to say. New Horizons saying hello to Johnny Lightning. I'm happy to see you here, Johnny Lightning. We stay mainly either at Thousand Trails or Lake Magic or Three Flags. Lake Magic, it's a good park, Susan. I used to love Lake Magic. We used to, I don't know if it was Lake Magic, but there was another park around there where the pool didn't close. It was adults only RV park. But if it was 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, one time, I think it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, to be honest with you, in one of the parks in Florida, like you're talking about, Susan, and Bill and I were, one of us was having back issues and we just couldn't sleep and it was super sore and we were hurting. It's like, hey, let's go to the hot tub, right? Let's go sit in the hot tub and let the jets hit you and maybe be able to relax and go back to bed. And it's a park over 50, so you don't have to worry about kids and all of that. So they are not as worried about us locking up the excuse me the amenities as in regular parks. So Bill and I were able to access the pool and not only get into the pool but also get into the hot tub, and it was helpful and relaxed and oh my god, and therapeutic for medical purposes at that time, and it was enjoyable. So I want to enjoy more of that. I got scared count. Scared count. That's Bill in the background, y'all. That's Bill in the background getting up to do whatever besides scaring me. So yes, Johnny Lightning, I should be in Florida around November 15 or so, give or take a week. Oh my gosh. See that's what I'm talking about, y'all. It's already a party there. Susan is going, Johnny Lightning is going, Army Kids is probably going to Florida. All we need is TBL to come out here and cater this whole freaking party, right? Let's make some tacos and some margaritas poolside, right, friends? Yeah. And let's see here. I'm just gonna share some rando stuff I found with y'all. Check this out. Let's just give it a second here. Let me check my screen. Let me make sure that I can see what what y'all are seeing here. All right. Let's not distract ourselves. But and it reads on. Multiple Olympics. I hope that y'all can see it. I can't see. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. No, can't do it. I don't know. Okay. Yes. Okay, I can see it now. Thank you, Lord. Okay. Let's read on. I guess it was just the delay. Multiple Olympics 2024 athletes hospitalized after swimming in polluted Seine in nightmare for Paris organizers. Never mind the story, friends. Something. Never mind the story, but let's explore a little bit of quality control here, shall we, friends? What is the first thing that jumped out at me as soon as I read this article was hospitalized with an S. My sister and my auntie are really big in spelling, grammar. Let's start with that. Hospitalized with the S. That's supposed to be with the Z, right? Hospitalized. After swimming in polluted Seine and nightmare of Paris, organizers with an S. Obviously, somebody came up and said, hey, boss, we got the new article about the people that were swimming in the river and all of that. Here it is. Yeah, sounds good. Here you go. Didn't even read it. Of course they didn't read it. Because if they read it, they would have checked out that hospitalized. I don't even have like my little tools to search, but y'all can see a hospitalized with an S and organizers with an S. I had to save it, friends. I had to save it and I didn't even read the article after that. I didn't even read the article because you know why? If you're really not that interested in the spelling on the article that you are putting out, then that doesn't show that you have an extra care or quality control to even check who your sources are, especially your spelling sources, for crying out loud. So the organizers, I know, friends, I'm just you know. Okay, here we go. Now, oh, we have to stop sharing. Okay. I am learning here. Here's our next one. Hey, pal, do you want to tell us where you're getting the eggs? That's just all sorts of wrong. I don't know. I thought it was cool and I wanted to share it with y'all. You know, I always share stupidity and silliness here in the channel. So this is the rando corner for the segment for the show today. So I get to share everything, all the silly stuff I found on the internet. But I just thought it was super cute. And the poor Easter rabbit, you're just being surrounded by some gangster looking chickens. See, and they tell you that they're friendly and all of that. See, not these chickens. They don't want you taking their eggs. That's for sure. That is for sure. Johnny Lightning, all the cool kids are in Florida in the winter, right? Exactly. That is exactly what is going on. All the cool kids are going down to Florida for the winter. They're not in Texas. Speaking of Texas, let me share the next one. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right here from the south. Here are the distances in Texas that are measured by time and not in miles. For all of our travelers here, y'all know that if you've traveled to Texas, it takes you a really long time to get across the state. And here's just a brief example of how you can measure distances in Texas. For example, here, San Antonio is 30 minutes, Austin is 1.5 hours, Dallas is half a day, and El Paso, you'll be there by tomorrow. So it just depends on where you want to go. Texas is huge, friends. Like it says, to go to El Paso, that's tomorrow. You can be driving all day and all night, and you're still in Texas. But I love Texas. I'm a born again Texan. And we had the best barbecue. We have the best barbecue and the best sunsets, y'all. And the rodeo. And the rodeo. And we also have the rodeo. Can't forget that for all my cowboy people out there. And here it is, friends. This is the one that I was telling you about. I shamelessly stole this from Facebook, from this creator, Carrie Silverhorn. Apparently she bought tickets to go kayak in the caves at the Red River Gorge in Kentucky. And just look at those caves, friends. I mean, tell me you would not want to go in kayak there or swim or just hang out or take pictures or, I don't know, meditate or take it all in. I have added it to my list of places that I want to visit. And also, well, you cannot kayak, but Bill and I got to visit the Natural Bridge Caverns a while back. One of the parks from Thousand Trails. It's close to San Antonio. And one of the times that we were camping by San Antonio, we took the day trip and decided to drive to Natural Bridge Caverns. And I highly recommend it. If you get to go to Natural Bridge Caverns, it looks just like this, but except without the water. It has some water, but they are amazing. They are beautiful. It's an all-day hike, basically. And after I fell in love with those, and I saw this post right here about these caverns, is that's it. I'm in. I'm writing it down. I'm going to figure out where these are, and we're going to start writing down all of those places, and we're going to go chase. We're going to go chase those places, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully bring them to you live here on the channel. Well, maybe not live, but make some really cool videos. Make some really cool videos and bring out the beauty of the travel lifestyle and share. You know what I'm saying? Boondocking with Boomer, what is happening? I don't know. Is it Lance or Boomer? If you are Lance, type L. If you are Boomer, type Wolf. Either way, we love you both. Either way, we love you both. But yeah, friends, I mean, tell me, have any of you, of my travelers out there, have any of you all been to this caves out here in Kentucky with the kayaking? Or are there any other like super cool caves like the ones I just talked about in Natural Bridge Caverns that you recommend that I add to my list of my travel to do? Because it's going to start getting exciting, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to start getting exciting. Johnny Lightning, it's only 800 miles across Texas, one day drive, a tough one day, but one day if you get after it. That's true. You do have to get after it, but conducting with women's it's Lance. What is happening, Lance? I'm glad that you were able to make it onto the live stream, and welcome. We was talking about the caves out here that I want to go and try out. Fairy dust weeping in the winds. What is happening, my fairy dust? It just, I just want to. I want to. It just, it looks so cool. And like I said, friends, we've been facing some challenges lately with Bill with his back, and I also want to start traveling where I can bring Bill out a little more and get him to enjoy life a little more. He's, like I said, it's been challenging for him with the recovery, and I know he wants to get out and do things that he used to do before that he can't now because we're still struggling with the medical care and the recovery. But slowly but surely we can. This is the end product, friends. This is where we want to end up in this type of travel destinations and share it with you, and also you friends sharing your travel destinations with me where I can find places like this and we can all go together and check it out. And also, like Johnny Lightning says, all the cool kids are hanging out in Florida, and you never know, maybe one of these years we can all get together and it's like, hey, let's all meet in a place like this, right? And let's all go camp together and have a little get together of like some of those YouTube meetups we used to have back in the day. September says boondocking with Boomer. Boondocking with Johnny Lightning. You're going to M24. See, that's another one. We haven't been to M24. That's another one we want to add to our list. But what can I say, friends? What can I say? We're going to be adding destinations like this. I've been working on other projects for you as well and trying to bring some goodies for you friends, trying to bring some goodies for you. I'm I've had some individuals contact me and wanted me to do promotional videos for them and do collaborations with the channel, but I want to make sure there's something in there for y'all. I want to make sure something is in there for you guys because you guys is what makes this channel possible. So when they're contacting me and say, hey, I'm going to send you the blah, 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 if you just do a review video, it's like, you know what? I mean, yeah, thank you. I'm flattered, but what's in it for my viewers, right? I mean, you're wanting me to present this to my viewers. What's in it for them, right? I'm looking out for y'all. Give me at least something, and give me something for a giveaway so I can bring it to them and look out for their interests. So yes, friends, I have tons of stuff in the works. Boondocking with Boomer. Nope, I've got other plans that weekend, but I'll be lancing until the 15th of September. All right. Well, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. Johnny Lightning, by the way, Nancy, you look very nice tonight. Thank you, Johnny Lightning. Like I said, I'm wearing my Hello Kitty shirt that says Tokyo in Japanese, and that's another thing that's going to be on the agenda, friends. One of these years I eventually want to travel to Japan and go check out the culture and check out the food and recreate recipes and just create this whole new fabulous traveling world and share it, right? Isn't that why we're all doing what we're doing, sharing our content and our passions to bring happiness to the world? Well, at least I am, right? At least I am. Well, most of us are. There's always one, right? Of individuals out there that are doing what they ain't supposed to be doing, but what can we do, right? Is just love them and guide them lovingly towards the right way. It's all we can do, right? It's all we can do. And with that said, friends, I want to thank you again for supporting the channel, friends. This has been an amazing adventure, and the channel is still growing phenomenally. I said I'm still working on a whole bunch of videos coming up for you and adding some new destinations, and I am just super excited and always humbled that you are here. And I also want to take this time to thank all of my friends and viewers and family and everyone else that catch me on the replay after the show, and all of our friends that are worldwide, that we are global. We are global now. Every time that I check the channel, it's always a different country where they have watched my live stream. Last time was Indonesia, Japan, Argentina. We had Spain. We had the UK. We had Australia, Philippines, and tons of others. So thank you, friends that are watching us across the world, across the world. I never in my wildest dreams I thought that somebody be watching me in Indonesia, but hello to all my friends across the world, and thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting the channel. And like I always say, be the change that you want to see. Spread the cheer, the good, the happiness, and most of all, we have to look out for ourselves, and make sure that we're happy, and keep the good thoughts in our mind, and try to motivate ourselves, right? And spread a little kindness every once in a while. Not be such grouches. Am I over? Let's see here. Oh, we're almost. We're almost there. Well, how about that, friends? And I was even thinking that I was going to do a 30-minute show today. But friends, it has been a real pleasure. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And check out the other videos if you haven't checked out the rest of the channel. And thank you, friends. I love you so much. I am always super happy to be here for you, that I can bring you some entertainment, some silliness, some news, some excitement, some travel options, and just some space where you can come and hang out with your crazy Mexican. And we can talk about how to Mexi rig RVs. Right, Thrifty? That's right. So yes, friends, absolutely right. Thank you all. This has been a public service announcement from TBL. Be the change that you want to see. Keep good thoughts in your mind. Stay positive. Don't listen to the spirit crusher. Always think of yourself as well and happy and healthy and able, and you have to be your own pep talk. And if you need extra, then you come and you come and look me up, and then I'll be your pep talk, right? Because you can do it. And I love you, friends. I love you. I really do. I send you the best vibes, the best universe. I wish the best for you, blessings for you and your family. I just love you so much, and I just don't want to let you go. That's almost borderline creepy. I want to keep you forever and ever and ever. I would. I love you that much. Not in a creepy way forever, but yeah, in a forever. Because, we just love you on this channel. All right, friends. It is 9 o'clock. I love you, friends. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know if you've any other super cool destinations like this caves that I can add to my to-visit list. I have been Nancy, your host with TBL, and we'll see you on the next one.